Welcome to the Rugs to Riches show. Grab a drink and get comfortable. The live show is about to start.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. It's another Monday night. Goldwyn in the house. What is up, my man?
What's up, AG? Why is
Not much.
my green screen?
Hey, Aaron.
It's all discombobulated today. What's up with that?
Yeah, looks fine. Looks fine to me, man.
I think it's because I don't have my my light source broke, so I have another another light source in the back. I don't know. It's weird.
I see a little bit of a shadow on your chair.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know why, because I have my. I think it's because of the.
The lighting.
Yeah, because of my lighting. I don't have my front light on me.
Yeah, as long as your camera's not buffering or anything, you're all good.
Yeah. It'll be what it'll be. It'll be all right. Cool. What's up, man? How's life going?
It's going good, man. It was freaking busy today at work.
Yeah.
We had like 4 people out today sick. Well, not sick. 2 of them were they were on their way to Dallas for work, Texas, and then 2 people called out sick. So we were down like 4 people. It was just ridiculous.
Hey, Aaron. It shows that you're on the mobile version. It doesn't show that you're on the laptop version. So there's 2. We're stream. I don't know who did it, YouTube or who do we use? Our streaming service. Yeah, StreamYard. Yeah, when I set it up, I have it streaming as both. So you can on YouTube. There's 2 different shows. If you're on your phone, you can choose the mobile version, and it'll look better. If you're on your computer or your laptop or whatever, you need to click the other version. Right now, it shows me that you're on the mobile version because it has the little picture of the phone. So that's why we look small.
100 or 880 emails. Jeez Louise.
Hey, what's up, James? What's up, Jessica Dye? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I don't know which Aaron. I don't know how to tell you. I know the one that I sent to. Oh wait, I sent one to our TG group, but then did you you said that Aria blocked me? I got warned. So, be warned. I'm going to be banned. I don't know how that would work since I own the TG. That'd be crazy.
That's AI taking over.
KR, you're on the mobile version as well, according to mine. So is Jessica. James, you are not. You're on the desktop version. So I don't know if you guys are clicking on the YouTube version or how you guys get alerted to us, but there are 2 versions. One shows like a phone. All right, Aaron, there you go.
You should just not do that anymore.
Man, to be honest with you, I don't know how to change it. I'll try to do better next week. And we'll just broadcast in the. Yeah, Aaron, now it's showing you not on the mobile version. So KR, if you log out and maybe, I don't know if you go through YouTube or whatever, but there should be. If you go to the R2R Telegram group, I posted a link in there as well. And I didn't the bot did not yell at me. So, but welcome everybody. Welcome.
So did anybody watch the show last week when we had Easy Manager Finance on the show
with JC and TGC? They're awesome.
I tell you what, I placed my trade in 2 days ago. I think like
Yep.
49 hours ago, and I'm doing pretty good. Let me read you off my stats.
Yeah, can you stream yours? I know I launched mine 28
Yeah, I can.
hours ago. So mine's doing pretty good too. You know what I like? It was
What?
a little confusing at first. Like my very first time I launched one, it was kind of confusing. But once I launched the first one and I read through all of their little tutorials and stuff they have, the second one I launched, dude, and like I'm not even kidding you. I bet it only took me 15 seconds to launch my uncle's. So I launched one for my uncle out of his wallet. Yeah, I bet it took seriously 15 seconds, maybe 30 at the most. So I really like the setup, and I like how much they show you too.
Yeah, I like the information is very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? It's intuitive. I like it. I like being able to see it all. It breaks it down pretty easily. But yeah, so this is mine. All right, you should share yours. Share it to me, and then I might be able to pull it up on my screen because there is a share button. So I don't know what.
You know, I tried to log in through my phone and it wouldn't let me. I've been having issues with it.
So
with my phone logging in.
No, really.
Yeah.
So I picked up ETH on USDC, and I'm on Airdrone version 3. I do have a question. I don't know if the devs are in the audience or not, but right here it says it's 0.001%. Is that how much I own of the pool, or is that the fees for the pool? Because when I first clicked on the fees, when I go and take a look here,
That's probably your percentage of the pool. Would be my guess.
I don't think so. I think that's I think that's what the pool takes.
The fee tier.
Yeah, because when I first clicked on this aerodrome, it was 0.05. Now it's 0.01. So I don't know if it fluctuates.
Hey,
like this is
Tiger Shark,
0.05.
you're on the mobile version as well. I don't know if you're asking us to enlarge the screen or what, but you're on the mobile version. So I don't know why YouTube sent out. It looks like everybody got sent the mobile version. So if you log out of the stream and then log back in through YouTube or whatever, you should have the normal version. Next week we'll try not to stream through the the mobile version. Sorry, y'all.
I don't know. Is there a way to change that right now? It's probably too late.
So. I think it's too late. Unless
Oh, here it is. Can I view on vertical? Edit. Oh yeah, I can change it. No, I can't change it.
Change it now.
I can't change it now. It's locked out. Not while we're
not while we're in the middle of streaming. I didn't think so.
Yeah. But it's right there. It's if you click on if you go in the top right hand corner where it says YouTube with our logo on it, you click the arrow and go to edit.
Yeah.
And then scroll down. It says orientation, landscape and portrait. You just click that and make it just landscape.
Gotcha. So next time that's what I'll do. Gotcha. My bad.
Well, that's the first time I saw it. So I guess I could change that before we go live.
All right. So you said where do I share? Where can I share mine?
So if you see my screen, if you can look on here, on the little card right here, there's a share button.
Yep. Gotcha. Click here.
Share it to Telegram, I guess. Or text message, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll text it to you.
I like how this jumps. We might have to do that with our new CD site, where it kind of pops out at you. Bloop, bloop. But yeah, I'm getting. So they have it broken down by a weird factor.
All right. So
I
yeah, like
don't
right
quite
now,
understand.
so you're at 133%. So you must have a tighter range than me.
Well, this is for 30 days,
Oh,
which I
gotcha.
had. Yeah, that's an estimate. So for the
Yeah.
last 7, we'll do 48 hours or 24 hours. It's 61% at current
Yes.
range.
Scroll all the way to the top.
You want to see my?
Yeah, I was wanting to see what, because like mine has my true APR is 107%. I'm 81 cents from my first whatchamacallit, auto compound.
I feel like mine looks different. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get them back on. Send them a link. I got a question.
Okay.
Yeah, send them a link. Let's do a little tutorial with what I got going on here because I got some green lines going on. I don't know what that means.
Guess copy. Let's see if they're available.
Because I got like these green lines that go way up here, and I don't know.
You know what? They're launching on ETH now.
Oh, okay. So they're busy.
So
Uh-oh. I think your internet's out. Are you there? Are you frozen? Is it me
yeah,
or is it
so
Goldwyn?
right now they're on base, and now they're actually launching right now on ETH mainnet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right,
You froze up there for a minute.
There you go. Congratulations. Yeah, whenever I hop into Telegram, it takes a lot of my, one day I'll make a lot of money and I'll be able to buy a new computer.
Gotcha.
Nice.
So,
Way to go, Dr. Stark. You're on the normal view now.
So this is this says 104% APR.
Yeah, mine. Yeah, I think we're at the same. I think we're at the what's your ranges at? I can tell you what my ranges are.
So I got in at $2,061.
Yeah,
When did
that's
you
where I
get
got
in?
at. Same
Oh,
thing.
you got in same range. And then so my top range is doesn't tell me the price. I guess it is
It does. It
2000.
does if you back out, it'll tell you. Back out of that. Scroll down.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Right where you just were at. So there's your ranges.
Right here.
Yeah. So you're a little bit tighter than me.
What are you at?
I'm at 1924 and 2182. So you're a little bit tighter than me.
1924. Okay. But it seems to be working. I like this little chart right here, though. See this? Of course, it doesn't let me go further out, but
so
I made $5.15.
Yeah. Do you have? What is your auto compound set to?
So let me go to my auto compound. Oh, look! Wait! We got
Hey guys, what's up?
JC in the house. What's going on, man?
Oh, nothing. Trying to get my camera all set up here. I wouldn't set up to go on camera.
Yeah, sorry about that. So we're just going over I guess my pool that I got going on.
Okay.
And so the blue line right here is my range that I set. But what's this green line? Like, why is the green
line is your current range? The blue line is your new proposed range. So you're tightening your range up, is what you're doing right there.
Okay, so that's where I'm
You get down,
confused
like,
because
look under the move range button. There's a reset to original range down lower
oh,
right there. There you go. So see, that's your original range where when you came in, right? Then when you start moving the ranges around, the green that stays back there is your original range.
so this is showing my original range is like 10%. I
Yeah,
clicked
well,
on.
it was, but the price has moved around inside your range. So it's completely different. Every time the price moves, it gets a little different. So right now, your range is plus 3.5 to the top and down 8.1 to the bottom.
Oh, well, that's where I'm confused because I thought I set it up with 5.
This one you set up at 10.
Yeah, that's where I screwed. I thought I had it at 5.
And so see, like you click that 5 right there, and what that's going to give you now when you hit that 5 or 10, that's setting plus minus 5% from the current price. And then you see how those are not exactly 5%, they're like 6 and 4 something. That's because of tick spacing on pools. And so you'll never end up with exact 5% because that's just not how concentrated liquidity pools work. Different pools have different tick spacings. And so, like, you'll have one, we had them early on the site when we were still just in beta testing. We had 2 different 2,000 tick spacing pools. Your ranges had to be in increments of 22% is what your ranges had to be. And it was insane. We had all kinds of like notices on the site, like, hey, this is a really wide tick spacing pool. You can only set ranges in 22%. It's like, you know what? Let's just drop those pools and not have to try to explain that to people.
Okay, so I'm getting 61% APR right now on a 10% range.
Right.
I could have swore I had 5% set.
So if you hit 5%, that's 5% plus minus. And so it's 5% above, 5% below for a 10% total range.
Okay,
Yes,
well, that's what I thought I hit.
That's what got you.
That is
That's
what you
it
have.
is.
Which is still what you
See,
have,
now
right?
that's
You're
plus
just
minus 10. Now
Yeah,
it's plus
so-
minus 5.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so the
there it
plus
is.
minus 5, that's what I had. Okay, so everything is correct then.
Yes. You're all good.
All right.
It's all new. Hey,
Okay.
go check out. Did you check out the Explore Pools page? Did you notice that we're multi-chain?
Yeah, I just saw that. So let's go here. And we're gonna go to
you heard it here
So
first.
also-
Breaking news.
It is true. Like literally, I haven't even announced this in our Telegram yet. So this really is. You guys are getting the exclusive here. I told you guys
Nice.
I told TGC, and that was about it.
Yes.
Actually, he's probably not even watching right now. His last message was asking if anything's blown up yet. That sounds about right. Oh, that's great.
So I like the new graphics.
Yeah,
Blue
it's
chips.
really cool, man. Things have been tightened up so much on here. The mobile formatting, I spent a whole evening on nothing but mobile formatting. Really sweet. You go back to my positions there, and we've got some new grouping options now on my positions. So if you go to my positions at the top,
Yep.
here we go. So you can now group by chain, and you can group by segment
By pool.
too. Well, yeah, we could always group by pair. We've got pool. I'm probably going to remove pool. I don't like pool, but by chain and by segment. And so if you group by chain, it'll show all of your ETH positions plus all of your base positions. If you group by segment, it's going to group all your blue chips together into one card too. So you can get your P&L for only blue chips versus your P&L for alts too. Such a cool deal.
That is cool.
And I can tell you guys that are watching that if you guys are interested in concentrated liquidity, this really does make it simple. Now, the big thing is not the big thing. The cool thing is they show you all the fees up front. Before you click and approve anything, you know what fees you're paying. You know, so the big thing is to try to get to a position to where, like right now, AG's at at least when he started with a +5 up, +5 down. That's pretty tight. So he might have some rearranging, like in the first 24 hours, because ETH started to run to the top. I got a warning that said, hey, you're, I think, 3% from the top or 2% from the top, which is great. If you want it to go anywhere, you want it to go out the top for sure.
For sure. It's the better. And
so,
again, the best is to not rearrange, right? Because
yeah.
every time you rearrange, there is a fee. Running tight ranges is not what I view as the best way to do well here. And there are people that do really well doing it, but they know exactly what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
I think for run-of-the-mill DeFi people like me specifically, I'm as bad about this as anybody. I always used to chase the high APRs, and tight ranges are the only. Again, like look at this right here. He's got that plus minus 4% APR right there, 5, plus minus 2. There it is. That's what you had. It was 2, and you're getting that 257% APR. I love that. Right? How long is that going to last before you have to rearrange and start losing money? And the IL can hit you harder on the tight ranges, and so really, it is interesting. This tool is built essentially for me to enjoy farming, right? Which
AG go plus or minus 10. That's what I set my uncle at. And the good thing
That's
about
huge.
Scroll down to the back test and hit the 90-day back test on that.
Hold on, this is my position. Let me go.
No, you weren't. You were on open position. Yeah, you're in the right spot, and they're already plus minus 10. Hit the 90-day there. So over 90 days, that plus minus 10 is averaged 109% APR.
Nice.
You're better than, and again, you were out of range a little bit in the beginning, but since about a quarter of the way through there, it's been in range that entire time with one small put out. You probably could have ridden this plus minus 10% range without a re-range for 35, 40 days, which is really great.
Yeah. Especially JC, somebody said, Killis says hi.
Killis.
Killis. But the other thing too, AG, is that, or not necessarily AG, but to everybody that's watching, once you open your position, you can have it automated to where every time I think $5 was the minimum. So every $5 in fees you collect, the bot will automatically compound that in for you. So this is really like if you set that plus 10 or that 10%, the plus 10 minus 10 for an entire month, you don't even have to pay attention. It's going to auto compound for you. You can set it up to where if it does go out the bottom, it'll do a mid-row re-range, which will, expand your range for you automatically. I mean, this is something that you could literally set up and no, I don't want to say forget about it, but you can set it up and forget about it.
And you can. I had somebody come into my DMs yesterday and was asking basically if this is kind of like another vault type product. And I said, no, this is an actual concentrated liquidity manager. And then I was like, but if you set it up with all of the automation that you just went through right there with the midpoint rebalance, keeping things conservative, not rebalancing until it's been out of range for a good while. You don't want to rebalance multiple times a day. You'll get crushed in fees if you do that, right? But set it up like that and with those good conservative settings and don't expect 200% APR, and you can run it like a vault. That's what I'm doing with my positions. Literally, I don't look at my positions anymore. I put them all in here. They run the midpoint rebalance strategy I've shared with you guys. I think I shared it on the show last week a little bit. And I've got, those are my two main positions that do exactly that. I look at them every couple of days just based on where the Ethereum price is, because I'm not checking value every day because it's a long-term position. All I'm doing is trying to stash my money somewhere where it's going to earn some funds and grow, Yeah.
And especially like for my uncle who really, I mean, obviously he knows nothing about crypto, but he knows that his bank gives him 1% a year. Well, that 10-10, range, what is quoting 60%. If it gets 60% compounding over an entire year, I mean, bro, who's not going to be happy with that?
Right. And honestly, my personal, if I can get 30 to 60 anywhere in there, I'm thrilled with. Anything beyond that just doesn't fit my risk profile anymore. He says as he spends all of the ETH he did have launching a protocol.
Who would do such a thing?
I do have a little bit of a risk gene. It's all good.
Okay,
Well,
so-
we do appreciate you popping back on. I know you were busy. He's all like,
No,
"Hey,
you're great.
people
I'm
are
sitting here
available."
working. You're fine.
I literally saw the message. I just launched ETH.
And again, everybody, congratulations here. You got the scoop. I'm still waiting on an image to generate so I can post it somewhere. I just keep getting sidetracked.
Well, I like it. Yeah, let's go look at the pools real quick. I wanted to compare the ETH pools. So I did have a question because when I was looking at it, Ethereum, we can't really compare side by side of the back testing. Okay, let's just go on to the Ethereum main chain right here, Uniswap. And if I go to open positions and do the 5% up or down for the past, I like to look at the 60 days. This says,
So see, that range is real tight, and look how ugly that looks.
yes.
Okay, change that to plus minus 10%. Look at the difference.
Well, this.
There you go. See what it is down there.
Yeah.
Go lower.
91. But here's my question though. Let's just do the 5% because that's what I'm looking at. So in range 61% of the time.
You were out for 167 hours. Your automation would have triggered a few times. That's one of the things that I'm building next. Now that we're getting past this, actually, my next thing, we might as well just lay it all out for everybody here. Next up is ARB chain. ARB's not the best chain in the world, but it's a good chain and has some good stuff there. After that, we'll go BSC. But somewhere in the middle there, I'm going to be working on an instant back test in our automation setup so that you can actually run this same instant back test as if you were running specific automation settings and see exactly how that position would have performed had it been using the automation for that, which is pretty cool.
That would be really cool because I'd like to see if my bot settings, which I want to show you my bot.
And here's what's crazy about that though. I've been running a lot of back tests this week, or not this week, but over the last few weeks, I've been running a lot of different just, hey, what if it was this? What if it was this kind of back tests? Because I've got that all set up in our core back end to test automation strategies with it. And listen, over the last 90 days, basically everything is a loss, right? And that's because the price of Ethereum has been just trash since August, but certainly since early December. But and so that's the only tough thing about it is you've got to really consider that. But we'll have a versus hold show in that back test too. I'd add that to this one. I can add versus hold to this instant back test. That'd be pretty easy, actually.
Yeah. So up here in this spot, this is for projected APR if everything stays how it is right now. Is that correct?
Yep. Estimated.
And then, estimated. So that's the projected if everything stays. And this is what it was the previous 30 days.
Right. Well, this is basically what your position range is for the last 30 days.
Last 30 days. So the last 30 days in this range was 59%.
Realistically, if you're plus minus 10% had been in range for the entire 30 days, well, what range are you set at right now?
Just
your plus minus 5, if it had been in range 100% of the time, should have been very close to that 106%.
Oh, really?
In theory, yeah.
Okay, so here's another where I got caught up at
hours out of range at one point in there.
So I'm on Uniswap mainnet Ethereum, and it's 59% for the past 30 days backtest. If I go up here and I change it to Uniswap on base with the same settings, I'm looking at 125% true APR.
Yeah.
Now, why is that?
You're not going to convince me to farm on ETH mainnet unless I really want to be in a certain pool that's there and not anywhere else.
It's just because it's not a
different different pools. It's the same. Go back up and look at the difference in the Uniswap and the Pancake Swap pools on that
Okay.
list. Go ahead and click on that list, and you can just see it right here. You don't even have to click in, right? So you got 62% here. Go down, look at those two Pancake pools at the bottom. See, there's two Pancake Swap pools that are in the 40s. Again, it's just different pools with different flows, and
Well, but the range.
count the TVL
Okay.
and the volume, and also the third thing that TGC said a minute ago, because he just spelled that out.
TVL, volume, and then
It's really TVL and volume is what it is.
yeah.
There it is. Feet.
I mean, because that
There it is. It's volume times feet here divided by TVL. That's how you get your APRs, right? And which is basically fees earned divided by TVL, and that's your okay.
Okay,
So,
because this one is 0.05.
0.05.
Okay. I get it now.
So if you click on Uniswap B3 up there on the Ethereum chain one, so
This is where
24-hour fees, 96,000 in fees, right? So that go back up to the top because it's right there in that hero card. There you go. So you've got volume, 192 million in volume, times 0.05% gets you that 96,000 in fees. Okay, the 96,000 divided by the 101 million TVL is going to get you the 24-hour APR essentially.
So I wonder. So I'm in the base chain. So I'm in Aerodrone right now.
Okay.
Let me go back to Explore Pools because it showed it better.
Yeah, actually, you can see them all side by side. You can click on those and get the details.
Yeah, so I went into Aerodrome because on the 30-day it had the highest APR. But if I go into the 7-day, which they're pretty much the same, but the 24-hour, this is the lowest, and this one's the highest.
And again, you just can't look at it every day.
Yeah, no, that's why I looked at the 30-day.
You drive yourself nuts with that. And believe me, it does not make sense to pay the fees to jump pools. And really, by and large, what you just saw is what happens. One will be the higher one for several days. The other one will be the higher one for the next several days. You know,
that's what I try to. That's why I tried to tell AG earlier. I was like, if you're going to add more money, maybe you open another ETH pool. That way, whichever you're catching the both of them. I actually did that with my Venus loans. I was jumping back and forth from like USDC to USDT every month or so, whichever one was lower. And yeah, I paid a little bit of fees, but on average, I was saving money. So instead, I just cut mine in half. So I had half USDC, half USDT, and then that way I was always getting half and half basically on my fees.
Right. Well, and yeah, there's so many different ways to play it. Different.
See, now this one.
Layers.
This one's the higher one on Ethereum.
AG just put $2,000 in all of them, and you'll be fine.
No, like I said, honestly, between the top two Uniswap pools, that Aerodrome pool, Uniswap ETH, they are all close enough to the same to just get in whichever one you prefer. And again, they're all going to flip and flop back and forth. In December, the 0.05. Well, in December, the Aerodrome pool that we have on here had like 50 million TVL, and now it's in the teens, 14 million now. And this Uniswap 0.3 pool that's got 101. Oh, that's Ethereum. Sorry, it's got 100 million TVL on base. That was like 14 back when Aerodrome was at 40. And so, I mean, we've seen a major liquidity flip from Aerodrome into that Uniswap pool just since December, which has been really interesting to watch. No clue why.
Quick, everybody, Aaron asked if the show is buffering for anybody else, or is it just on her end? So type in chat. If it's buffering for you in chat, or if the show is buffering for you, type it in chat so Aaron knows if it's just her or everybody else.
It was buffering when you were on Telegram earlier. for me.
Yeah,
But
I closed that. I think. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah. We haven't gotten sponsored by laptop computers yet, or
buy laptop computers.
yeah, you know,
You're so old. What brand is that?
whoever patented laptops. Mine's Intel Inside. It says.
Oh man. I tell you what, so what's the next what kind of other tokens are you looking at putting pools in?
Oh, that's a TGC question.
He does all the research.
We're pretty well set for ETH mainnet. I'm going to get us a stable option into base, just so we've got a good stable option. I actually like that WST ETH pool, and see if we can find another WETH type pool like that for base would be pretty cool. It's a neat little pool. Like if you go look at that, I forget all the specifics on it, but it's basically it fluctuates with ETH, but it sort of grinds slowly up the whole time with ETH.
Which one? Which one do you want me to look at?
The WST ETH, third row down, far right, fourth row down, far right. Sorry, below. Yeah, that one below.
This one. Okay.
Yeah, click there, and then if you go to view details on that, so you can see this chart, and so that chart, click that to the 30 days. And then you can crazy. Even, yeah. And so that's what this chart does. There's like an ST link pool somewhere. I think it's on mainnet too, that I actually ended up reading a lot about yesterday, and similar deal. And so it is basically, it's a staked Ethereum pool. And so the staked Ethereum grows proportionate to the Ethereum on there. And so it's just this ever slowly going up pool. And there it is at 9%. At a plus minus 0.5% range. Now, see, this is where your tight ranges come in. Go ahead and go to open position. We'll show this real quick because, if you're on a stable pool of some kind, you don't want that big plus minus 10% range, right? Like you set that, now your APR is at 2.4%. Slide that slider all the way back down to the bottom again. See, now you're back in that. You can go a little higher than that one, maybe. There you go, right there.
Bam, 400%.
That's going to keep you in there for a while. It's 23%. These are not going to be your 100% APR pools, right? This is going to be this is slightly better than stable. This is one of the back tests I ran the other day. And even if you keep it at like a really tight range and let it rearrange a lot and take platform fees out of the effect of it, just the mainnet gas fees alone make it not profitable. And so you cannot ride this tight and not worry about profit. So that 0.5% range, get that 10 to 12% APR. Sorry, 1%. Yeah, half plus minus. There you go. And so you get in there and you're earning a decent APR while you're also slowly increasing in token and value, right? So you're getting the APR plus the position value increase there over whatever it is on there.
Yeah, that's something that you dropped your 100K in, right?
Yeah.
This is what I was looking for when I put all my money into Flex. That's what I was looking for when I put all my money into Flex. I thought it would just slowly go up and to the right.
Well, that's what all those tokens claim to do, right?
Yeah, right.
And who knows? These may have issues too. Everything else we've done in DeFi does, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. Yeah.
Let me see. I do have that. Okay. All right. This is just a reminder. If you're watching the show and you have not chatted with us, you don't have to necessarily ask a question. If you just say hi to us, like Jessica did up here, we enter you into a free duck race that we do at the end of the show. They're just free tokens. I'll put you in. Shit.
I don't need
you should get 2 ducks.
Get in the duck race, guys.
Yeah.
Tell the Autobot it's lonely.
So, but yeah, so that's those are just free tokens, guys. That's our way of saying thank you. I think to be honest with you, I think it's only like $3 at the moment, but that 1,000 tokens in a year could be, $30, right? So
Stable. This is pretty cool.
So there you go. Oh, that's the Euro USDC. So it's
Yeah.
not quite stable. So we set that default at that plus minus 2% range. And so that's one of the new things that we have on our end that I built. We can set, our standard default range is that plus minus 10% range, right? Because I feel like that's just a rock solid range for normal everything. But when you start getting into stable or some of the lower volatility, then you want a lower range, right? And so so this one, a plus minus 2%, is a pretty neat little deal. If you think that we're going to go up versus the euro, which
hey AG,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me go to this one real quick. Yeah, I'm listening.
Cameron just texted us. You need to check your phone.
Oh, hold on. We're in a secret trading group.
Why did you start echoing all of a sudden?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
just me?
I don't know. I heard it.
That was weird. So, JC, you have the euro on here, so that's something that you guys can do stuff like yen versus euro and stuff like that too. Is that shit online?
It's not forex trading by any stretch. It is not forex trading. It is still concentrated liquidity no matter what. But I don't know what the liquidity looks like in those pools. I'm sure they're out there. We didn't explore them. TGC picked this one out. It's got good liquidity, and that's the main thing that we're looking for.
Yeah. We're
not putting up pools with $400,000 and $500,000 in liquidity that are going to have crazy volatility and everything else.
Yeah, you have to be able to get it in and out. I mean,
right?
I assume
with whatever amount you want. Tyler, in some of his testing, has done $1 million positions, trying to get in some of these pools with $1 million positions while he's testing for dust, right? To see just how much dust comes back into your wallet. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed when you use Revert or somewhere like that, you put in $1,000, your position's not $1,000 in the end, not just for swap fees, but because a portion of it gets sent back to your wallet as dust, and that's just kind of lost in the tracking, right? And so that's something unique our contract does, is we actually redeposit that dust on top of everything, number one. But in our next contract versions that are launching later this year, it's already complete, just working through getting ready for audits now. But he has run through $1 million positions with less than pennies of dust, which is great. And so you enter with $1 million on a pool that can support that, like crazy. That Ethereum WETH USDC pool. Also, I would not enter $1 million at a time. I would take that in few chunks and add collateral to it to get it to where you want it. Do that in smaller chunks. Be smarter with your giant funds than that.
So that's a good question, JC. When opening a position, are the fees, like if I do $1,000 and then if I add to my position, is that a cheaper way to add to my position, or does it matter?
No,
whenever we're adding, it's the same fee. It's the same fee
either way. And so it's that same 0.4% fee to create a new position or add capital or change range, and that's it. That's the only three places on the site that have fees: are new position, move range, add capital. We don't charge any fees on compounds or collects. That's all your earnings there. If you do automation, there's a 0.2% bot fee on top of those.
I can tell you, do look into your ranges before you open your position. Because yesterday I opened it at that 10-10, and then when I got in, I was like, fuck, that's not what I want. So I immediately rearranged to the 5-5, which is what I was looking at originally. And of course I paid fees twice. That's just the cost of doing business, though. You learn. But like I said, JC, whenever I was talking to you the other day on my phone, I was trying to set it up through my phone. I didn't realize I had to open the position, then I could get to the bot. I was doing the same thing that AG was doing, and I thought I was just trying to set the bot up first. So the first position I set up on my PC, and it took me probably 5 or 10 minutes because I was reading through all your little tutorial pop-ups that you have.
Right.
And
Mhm.
which when you're setting the bot up after you open your position, that tutorial that it takes you offline and shows you everything that how to do it was awesome.
That's all TGC.
helped.
He did amazing with that too.
Yeah, I actually read that before the show started.
It helped so much. But then because I did it on my computer the first time, when I opened my uncle's up, I did it on my phone, and I'm not even kidding you. It probably took me 30 seconds to open his position, set my bot up, and everything.
And it's that quick and easy once you get it, right? And everything's new at first. It's going to be, even for people that know what they're doing. It's a new interface. It's a new take on how we do a lot of things. Yeah.
One thing I can tell you guys, my biggest hang up, I guess, was I was trying to add funds to Easy Manager. You don't do that. You just connect your wallet and then that's all. You don't have to move funds. For whatever reason in my brain, I thought I had to move funds to Easy Manager and then open my position. You don't do that. You connect your wallet and then you can just open a position. It reads your USDC that you have in there. Depending on what chain you're on, now that they're multi-chain, I did base, so I needed base USDC. If you're opening Ethereum, you'll need USDC on Ethereum mainnet. So those are things that you want to have before you connect,
And just a note, we are going to not have automation on Ethereum right off. Honestly, the gas prices on Ethereum make it to where we're going to have to do a lot more testing and figure out what our minimums need to be just to make sure that we cover gas. We do it a little bit differently than everybody else, and just taking that 0.2% bot fee of whatever you compound or collect. And that number might need to be more like $50 on Ethereum for it to make sense. And so we're still running through some of that and deciding. So for now, we just decided to disable automation on Ethereum until we get that lined out where we want it. But when we get ARB up, there'll be automation on ARB again, and same with BSC.
So
I think it'll be interesting to see who jumps in on Ethereum, because it's a different group of people that like to have a lot of positions on the main net than what I've been around, my whole time in crypto, right? Like all of us are like, man, we can't afford those gas fees. We want to do this on the L2s always.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see there.
Yeah, I was curious about what the gas fees are going to look like for you guys, because they can't be the same as the base. That's where I was.
And listen, really, Ethereum gas fees have gotten so much cheaper. They really have, unless there's a spike. And it's the gas spikes on Ethereum that will just crush you. And listen, we see spikes on base, right? But not like on Ethereum. We were just in testing the other day. I opened a new position, and to open a new position on Ethereum mainnet cost 39 cents in gas. That's okay, right? Like I'll take that all day long for that level of liquidity and stability, everything else. Later that day, there was a spike in price. I forget if it was up or down, but there was a spike in price, which spiked gas and everything else. And it was going to cost $64 in gas to open a position. The exact same contract call, different time of day, the difference in 32 cents and $64. Insane.
Yeah. That is crazy.
You got to watch your gas fees on Ethereum and know. And I think anybody that's used to dealing on Ethereum probably has a pretty good handle on that. You just got to know what you're doing and pay attention to that.
So on my bot, I've got it set up to schedule, compound 3 times, and then collect once.
Love that. That's such a cool thing to schedule.
I was thinking about changing this to 2 to 1.
That works too. Every which way.
I mean, the real question is why are you collecting? I mean, because the fees are going to be minimal. This is something I really think that your long-term vision, right? Just set it to compound for the next year, and then if you want to take some out, take some out. This isn't. I mean, what's the?
But, maybe he wants that extra $30 here and there. That's what he's got that set on about $30, and so it's going to compound 90, and then it's going to take the next 30. And I mean,
Well, I was in the mindset of that money that I would collect, I would put it into a different farm and try to build up another farm.
yeah, which works too.
But then I set it for 1.5% of my position value.
So this is another spot that is not super relevant. So, besides of that position, what are you making a day on that? 15, $20, 25 maybe?
So right now it's roughly $4,
Okay, 4. Forgot how
$4
slow
or
things-
$5.
We're really slow
Yeah.
right now.
Well, I started on the weekend, and it was
So-
Easter.
I did another test the other day looking forward on a $150,000 position and looked at the difference in compounding every $10 versus every $100. And over an entire 6-month period, I did it for 6 months, and it was a $20 difference in compounding every $10 versus every $100 on that position at 150,000. And so,
Oh, really?
yeah, compounding every 5 minutes is just diminishing returns completely on that. And so, I think that 1.5% is great. I like 1.5% as a number there too. I have mine set at 5 because I like to test and I like to see the notifications run through that an automatic compound happens.
Yeah.
Which that's something else that will come soon. We'll have a Telegram bot one of these days when I get the spare time to build it, that you'll be able to connect to the Telegram bot, and in your wallet settings, you'll be able to tie it in there so that it is fixed only to your wallet. Nobody else could get the bot and get information about your wallet. And you'd be able to run stats on positions and things like that right from Telegram, and then get alerts like, hey, you're getting close to the edge of your range, or hey, you're out of range type alerts, or your automation just triggered, here's what happened type alerts. I think
what you could also add in an AI agent in that Telegram bot that'll scan through all the available pools and say, hey, for this week, it looks like this pool might be the best options to go into. I don't know. I would like that. If I saw that, I'd be like, okay.
You guys are making that stuff go. I I've already got that built in. I've got rankings and everything built into our data sets that we rank different pools and everything else. In the very first days of starting our X account, I was actually doing multiple times a day, just a general APR post, like, hey, here's what the WETH APRs are right now. I love that, right? Until you figure out that you're not allowed to do that on X without getting your account banned. And so actually it was our advertising account. And so backed all that out, deleted it, had to go get a legal opinion that we're allowed to advertise what we're advertising and that we won't do that again. And so now we're more careful with what we actually post. And so we've stopped posting those in the group and everywhere else. You start going down the road of the legal stuff, and you guys have been down there before some, right? You start going down the road of the legal stuff, and it's like, okay, we'll back off a little.
Yeah. Right.
And there's a lot of it.
A lot. And nobody really knows any of it,
Yeah, for real. It feels like, you could play by the rules all you want, but they'll find something to screw you on.
If they want to.
Hey, Tiger Shark, welcome to Easy Manager Group.
So I got nice. So under the range, I've got set up as one time a day for rebalance.
For the max.
Yep. And then so the +5 up and down, that one is good. So I should change this 7 back down to 5 then.
If you like,
because so far I haven't had any problems, and that's what you recommended, right? For starting off,
±10. I like ±10 everywhere, but again, I like to not have things rearrange a whole bunch.
So if it rearranges just one time, it'll cost me $12.
Correct. That's what I'm telling you.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big chunk of change.
No, yeah, that's the whole point. You don't want this to rearrange all the time.
I tell you what, in a month, I have 2 accounts that are almost identical. They both have basically 1,500. One set to a 5.5 range with auto compounding and all that stuff. The other one set to 10.10. So we can see in a month, you know, one,
what it looks
the
like.
5.5 should rearrange more, you know, but it should also collect more fees. So that should be a good test over the next month.
For sure.
Hmm.
And honestly, it's going to be tough in a low volume period either way. You know, I mean, any rearranges over the last few weeks are going to take some real time to get through. Yeah.
Okay, so then this percent below current price, 2%. So if it drops below my plus or minus 5, it's going to add on, extend my range 2% down.
2% below the current price. So right now it's set to trigger after 12 hours. Okay. So as soon as you go out the bottom, it starts a 12-hour countdown, right? If it keeps going down, 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 it's going to still keep going down, down, down. Nothing's going to happen unless you've got auto exit set up and it hits that exit point, but we'll ignore auto exit. So also I talk with my hands. But, so you're going to come through your line. It's going to start that 12-hour timer. If it goes back into your range, that 12-hour timer is dead. But then it comes back out again, starts a fresh timer. Okay, because you want it to truly be out of range for 12 hours for what your settings are before it rearranges. Because again, you don't want to rearrange too early if it's going to spike and go right back into range in a few hours, right? You know, if it's right before and after one of Trump's tweets or something like that, it's going to shoot up. You don't want to rearrange instantly just to have it rearrange to the bottom again when it shoots out the bottom, and then you've just captured a ton of IL and everything else, right? So let them breathe out of range for a while. That's what all the good CL teaching guys tell you to do. Don't rearrange them. Like I've got guys that I've talked to that teach the courses that have positions they'll let be out of range for several days before they'll rearrange it and make sure that it has actually set a new fresh structure before they'll rearrange. And those are the guys I know that are the most successful with it, really. You know, wide ranges and everything else. But yeah, so however long you want it to be out, maybe that's 24 hours, whatever. I keep mine on 12. I like 12 because I still have a little degen in me, even though I like the wider ranges.
Yeah. Well, so you've been in it a lot longer than I have. So how often do you think 12 hours free ranges for you when we do have those spikes up or down?
So one of my main positions has not rearranged. Let me flip wallets here and look.
What is that? Ethereum and USDC?
Ethereum, USDC. Let's see.
And that's a 10 plus up and down?
It started out that way. That one, yes. That one is. Here, I'll pull that one up first and look at it before I go look at the one I talk about. So it's been open for 12 days, and it was actually I started that one at a plus minus 5 and just let it run a little, and it's been out of bounds some. Let's see here. I'm gonna throw. Can I throw my screen up for a second?
Yeah. Go ahead. Oops, let me get rid of mine.
Do that. Oops, not that one.
I'm trying to set this bot up perfectly where I don't have to worry about it anymore. And I can just, any money I make outside, I can throw it in here and just kind of let it keep building for the long haul.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, 12, this one's been up for 12 days and has not rearranged, and it's at a plus minus 5%. So we can see my range history. So here's where I started. It's been well below my range a few times, right? Like it's come down here, probably got pretty close to doing a midpoint rebalance right there. Actually, you know what? I think I didn't even have that enabled, and that's why it didn't. But since then, it hadn't had any time out after I enabled it. And so that's this position. It's been in this same range. It's averaged 100% APR, earning $5 a day, right? You know, not amazing, but plenty good.
Yeah.
Let me get back over here to this one. Nope. So this position has been open for 21. Is that the right one? This is what I'm looking for. There we go. It's been open for 41 days, and it's been through a whole slew of rebalances And it's a really great way. Okay, that's still not the one. Maybe it's that first one. I look at way too many different positions to remember what has what structure I want to show. There we go. There you go. So this one has been rearranging a lot, and it's the one that was open for 17 days. But again, you can see the whole structure of that midpoint rebalance strategy in play all the way through this, right? So had your opening range, then you went out the bottom for 12 hours, had your midpoint rebalance to here. It shot back up and got into my tighten range area. So it went ahead and did that auto tighten and then immediately dropped down out. So see, if I had had a little bit more time leeway here, I would have saved that entire short rebalance because it went up and then dropped straight back down and kept dropping. So then it did a midpoint, then it dropped down more and did another midpoint. So see, it just stair steps back out wide. And then here it's come back up, went back out, and then it came back up a big step, and it's back to my original range now, just slightly above my original range. But that's it. That's that whole strategy right there. That's been 29% true APR. And again, like right now, we're at the bottom of my range, and I'm 32% up. So I'm basically a 15%. Well, it's basically a 32% total range right now is what that is. So the fees are low, but I'm okay with that because it's going to tighten up as we go, you know. And again, there's that 30 to 60% APR is all I want, and I don't have to think about this position.
That's awesome. Yeah.
There
Okay. Well, I think you changed my mind about this one.
I stole my screen away. Sorry.
Oh.
I didn't want to show what I'm actually working on right now. I'll show it in a minute.
What is going on with this? Why is this not showing? There we go. Okay. All right. So I think the Titan range, I'll move back. I'll move up to 24%.
That's good. And so
or 20,
just for everybody else here on that Titan range, a good reason we saw it perfectly on my position right there, right? For one. But number two, you got to think about, okay, how much higher is my APR really going to be just a little bit tighter from here? Right now, if it's going to be up and good for 24 hours, like you have set there, then sure, you know, it's going to be a good enough move because it's set up a new structure ish, maybe there. But it's got a lot longer time to stay above that threshold for that Titan. And so hopefully it's a stickier move.
Yeah. Should I do 24 hours or 1 day?
Same thing. Toolbox.
Well, I'm just making sure it's not going to glitch up the bot or anything.
It all gets converted to minutes in the back end.
Okay.
You save it however you want. I store it in minutes.
And okay, so I'm looking at $12.40 every time it rearranges. Now what about compounding? It's going to only cost me 6 cents.
Yeah, because that's 0.2% of that $30 is what that is.
Okay.
So compounding and collect only charge the bot fee on the amount you're compounding or collecting. We lose. I think I told you this last week. We basically lose money on compounds and collects, or come very close to.
Okay.
Some days we lose. Some days we break even.
So that's why you're saying you should compound every $100 instead of $10.
No, compound every 5. Like I said, we break even. That's all we're doing. We're not looking to make money there. You know, I think everybody should have auto compound on, period. I really do. I think there's no reason not to have one auto compound, unless you want to schedule and collect some with it, and then schedule that and just forget about it. Why should you have to come in and compound every couple of days, right? Hey, and one other thing, there are people that really do, like what you were saying. Maybe you want to collect from all of your positions and put them into a new position. You know, that's where the compound and collect all button comes in really handy right there on my positions. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I did see that.
It's pretty cool. Ooh, there we go. Okay.
Wait, actually, no, I don't think I did see that.
Oh,
Let me sign this. I want to update my bot.
There you go. So go to my positions now. Now at the top right there.
Oh,
you went into a position again.
Yeah.
So compound all and collect all. If you had two
Oh,
positions,
okay.
if you had 2 positions right there or 10 positions, it would let you do them all right there. And so you go ahead and click that and it pops up a modal and tells you exactly what it's going to do, how many transactions it's going to be if there are more. I think the limit is 20 transactions, I think, or 20 positions in one transaction, I think is our limit right now.
Okay. How hard would it be to? I'm assuming it would be super hard because I'm not a coder. But if you could do compound or compound into a different position, so it'd be collect from one and compound into it.
There's some things like that we can do, not at a contract level, not with a single position, because we just didn't, the contract built that way. There's some other ideas we're putting together that require essentially multiple transactions, but we can automate those steps for those transactions to make it feel easier. One thing that I'm going to work on before long here is actually a swap and bridge to deposit. So you'll be able to take any token you want, or any primary token you want on any network, and bridge that to the network that you're opening a position on and swap into USDC and then straight into opening that position, all with basically it's one setup on the site. And then you choose your token and all that. And then it says, okay, you're going to have 4 transactions to sign, and it'll just pop off 4 transactions in a row that do all of it. And you come out of it with a position entered after having bridged and swapped and everything without any break between. It's just sign it, sign it, sign it, sign it, and you're done, which is pretty cool. A lot better than going out to 4 different sites to swap and bridge and come back in and then set it up.
Yeah, I had a $980 in USDC on Sol, and to bridge it over, the cheapest I could find to bridge it over or to swap it over, because I checked them all. I checked all of them. It was going to take like $12 to swap it over to base.
You need to
No,
find a
man.
CCTP bridge for that.
Yeah, dude.
Sui and back to base, if nothing else. Sui has a
The
great
one that I did. Yeah, the one that I did, I went from Sol to USDC, and it was like $1.
I think D-Bridge
Well,
TP. Did you
Sol
try
to
D-Bridge?
base.
So how'd you do it?
Yeah.
Like,
The bridge.
What the bridge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I use too for everything, unless I'm going to Sui.
See, I looked at Change Now, and then I looked at in my wallet app the
Change Now
bridge.
sucks. Change Now is the worst of all of them.
Yeah, it was pretty. I really like Change Now until just recently.
If you use Change Now, use the R2R referral code so we get a small percentage of the piece.
Yes, do that. Use Change Now for them, not for yourself.
I'm not saying use Change Now, but if you do, go to our referral and click our link. AG.
Yeah, here I'm doing $1.80 USDC to Solana from base to Solana and getting $1.80 on Solana. Then when I flip that from Solana back to base,
so KR posted the link.
40 cents.
So you that 980 that I sent you, I flipped mine for $1. AG. Actually, what I need to do is I just need to flip everybody's at one time and then send out base if that's what everybody wants.
I say you can do 980 from Solana USDC to base USDC for 40 cents, right? 60.
Yeah.
80. 80 cents. I don't know.
I have a bad taste in my mouth from the bridge. I lost, I don't know, it was like 500,000 tokens of earned tokens or something like that, which was worthless now, but at the time.
Who cares about it?
It wasn't lost. You just didn't know how to go find it.
I still can't find it. It didn't show up in my wallet, and I don't know where it's gone. It's gone. It's MIA.
It is now.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I really like this easy manager that you got set up. This thing is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever wanted to do concentrated liquidity providing, Easy Manager makes it easy. Now, it's like anything. When you first get on the site and stuff, don't get me wrong. I've been around the block, once or twice. I would like to think, and it was kind of difficult at first, but once you get in and once you play with the buttons, they have a lot of the little tutorials and stuff that help you. So, like I said, it took me about 10 minutes the first time. But after that, the second time, I bet it took me 30 seconds start to finish. And that was setting up the automation bot too.
And learning how to set it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, that was the first one. The first position I opened was the learning process. The second one was pretty straightforward.
AG, I've got another building right now on the site. Here in a minute, I'm going to refresh your open position. And bask in my handiwork.
Yeah, okay. Just let me know and I'll refresh it.
Just a minute to build, and then it should be good.
All right.
There you go.
Kill
Refresh
us,
it.
stay with us.
Go to open position.
Kill us, stay with us. We're gonna run a duck. We're gonna run a duck race. So it'll be your first duck race. So
Scroll down
stay
now.
with us because
back test.
Yeah, more than likely you'll win. So
click Control refresh, AG, on your click Control on your keyboard and refresh. See if it came up there.
There we go.
You now have LP versus hold.
Oh, that's cool. It shows you if you're doing concentrated or liquidity farming versus just buying the token.
Yeah,
that's huge. That really is huge. LP
it
versus
is.
hold.
It's going to be a deterrent, though, again, because of just what the markets looked like over the last 90 days, right?
Yeah.
Like over the last 90 days, you're well off to hold,
Yeah, sure is.
Now, does this include what I would have made in fees?
Hold on, that broke something.
Yeah, because I was going to say it's not showing up any of these.
That's the problem with doing stuff while you're on the middle of a show.
My bad.
So I'm going to get that estimated earnings and true APR back up there. And I was sitting there thinking, like, why would this always lose? It's not supposed to always lose. Yeah, no, it's not taking fees into account. So I'm gonna reverse that commit right there and
all right, I'll refresh it.
And then I'll actually, it's not there yet. You're good. It'll be back in work in a minute. It just won't have that LP versus hold. How cool would it have been if I'd launched that live though?
That would have been really cool.
All right, let's see a duck.
All right. Anybody want to pick a number? Or are we good? Somebody pick a number 1 through 10.
42.
I say, yeah, 2. Let's do 2.
All right, 1, 2. There you go. Good luck, everybody.
Okay.
Killis was probably mad. Killis had a Batman duck to begin with.
So we all know I'm not going to win.
That's not true.
Right, I don't know. Naked ducks win a lot.
End to end? Has it ever happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
Really?
Not very often, but we've had, I think, 2. Oh, here we go. Aaron from the back.
Aaron's got it.
The Trojan.
Congratulations. Listen, I'm not 100%. Is Killis a female? I'm only saying that because of the picture. But we had females in our first 3 positions. How crazy is that? That's bananas.
Thanks for not saying.
So congratulations, Aaron. I'll reach out to you, or Aaron reach out to me, and I'll send you your IRA tomorrow.
All right.
Cool.
Gets rolled back properly on the site, and then I'll put that out.
I tell you what, Aaron, it's been a minute since Aaron's won, but she'll be happy.
Cool. Well, guys, thanks for having me pop back on again.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. This thing is cool. I like playing around with it. I check it literally like every couple hours since I started it. I'm like, oh, I made a penny.
It is. It's addicting to watch, isn't it?
It is. I wish it would speed up. Get some more gains.
We were talking about it as we were building it. And I was like, this whole thing is just one giant dopamine hit, is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it really feels.
I know. Whenever I saw that, and then I hit the rearrange button, it took another $6 from me. I was like, "Son of a bitch!" But that's the. At least it wasn't. At least I didn't short the market and lose all my money. So
that's a bonus. That's something I would have done, or others. All right, I'm going to go see if I can announce to our group that we're live on Ethereum mainnet now. Then I can announce to your group.
I appreciate it, JC.
All right, JC. Thanks for coming on.
Have a great night. See y'all later.
All right. Yep. Oh, that was fun, man.
Oh, so the first time I was talking with JC, I was on Zoom with him and TGC, and we were just talking about whatever, and my dog started barking, and his dog started barking, and I was like, "Oh, it's because the UPS truck went by," and he's like, "Oh, I live by the highway," and he pulls up a map and started showing. The TGC's all like, "I don't think you want to show him where we live." He's like, "Bah." He really wants to find us. He can come find us. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man. I like people like that. Real down to earth, trustworthy, kind of like us.
Yeah,
showing our faces. Try to be as transparent as possible. We live in Florida.
Yeah. That's the I think that's the way to build community, right? That's the way it should be, in my opinion. And that's why we started DeFi IRA. So learn, try to bring the community together and make some money together, right? So
yeah. Hey, I think next week on the show we should get some interaction with the community and talk over phase 2 of CDs.
Yeah, we need to, because we got we need to do that, because I'd like to see. I hope to launch May 1st. That would be a great target. Hopefully our phase 2 platform is up and running. Because that'd be cool. It's fully automated. That's pretty awesome. So
yeah, I'm fairly confident. You haven't seen the design that I put together, have you? Have you checked it out
for the new CD site or for the new website? Yeah,
both.
I looked at the website. Yeah, I looked at it
on your phone, because you're saying it was dark and you couldn't see. So I didn't know if you
the only
actually
thing it was I loved the color. I loved everything about the color. The words seemed like they needed to be brighter to me. But again, I was it wasn't like how, because it was just like the whole script.
Yeah.
Right? So I had to try to zoom in.
You had to zoom in. Yeah. Those are screenshots.
Yeah, it wasn't like looking at it as the actual website and stuff. Thanks for joining us, Killis.
Yeah, thanks again. Every Monday night we're here. But
Killis said 7. I wanted to say Killis.
You were gonna say what?
No, I was gonna suggest it was Killis's first duck race with us, for have them pick a number.
Cheers.
But that it always takes forever. Typically they don't respond, but they respond very quickly.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's plan on next week. Get some feedback from the community about phase 2 of what because pretty much everybody in the community watches the show, so we can bounce some ideas. They're all protocol team members, You know what I'm getting at, right?
Community members, yes. Trusted companions. We value your opinion.
That's right. All right, guys. I'm calling her tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Listen, before the show, before the show, AG's all like, "Hey, man, I'm not feeling the greatest. Let's just run short and be done." I looked at my phone. I was like, "So much for short. You talk a lot of us."
Listen, I get sidetracked. I don't know. All right, guys. Have a good night.
See ya.